You started the session. Turn my mic off.
On the mic? No. What's up, everybody? It's your girl KB, live on WSSM Pressure 23 Radio. Thanks for tuning in to another exclusive interview. In the building, we got 618 Dafff. That's 618 Dafff. Dafff. What's up with you?
How you doing? How you doing, Keisha?
That's what's up. You rode into town this weekend to support my guy Task at the Big Motion Music Awards.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Twisted Poor Promotions for bringing me along. Shit, I'm down here for support. My man Task and just to be out here just and to enjoy Alabama for real.
That's what's up. How you feeling about Alabama?
To be honest, it's about my second time being down here. So the last time I've been down here been a long time, probably about over 10 years. So it been smooth.
That's what's up. Thank you for stopping by today to get an exclusive in. I met you last night. For the first time. I got a chance to check out some of your music on last night.
On short notice.
Yes, on short. Hey, I must say that song that we started on, y'all hear about at 10 a.m. It's a shame that you kind of be biased. I like all of her music. She has 2 great songs that we're gonna play today. And this 10 a.m. is definitely in that rotation because that thing is banging. It's banging. It's one of your new ones. That thing banging. I like it. Pressure 23 Radio is a true global radio station broadcasting 23 hours a day worldwide. You are one of the many independent artists on our platform. You currently have 1 song in the daily rotation, 10 a.m., one of my favorite songs. If I could time that thing perfectly, I had that thing playing while I go to work, but I can't. I'm good, but I ain't that good. Those of you tuned in today on the Pressure 23 app, iHeartRadio, and other audio tuners, as well as watching on various live streams, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, are here to get to know a little bit about you today. 618 Dafff. So tell us where you from.
Like Taz said, we originally from Southern Illinois. I'm from originally Madison, Illinois. It's like a small town near East St. Louis, Illinois. So 10 minutes away from St. Louis, Missouri, across the bridge.
That's what's up. So how is the music scene out there?
The music scene is different as far as Alabama. I'm near the St. Louis market as far as the music scene. So the music you hear up there is more so what they call it. You could say crash out music, twerking music. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's kind of more so a party scene in a way.
Okay, we got that crash out music in Alabama.
Yeah.
That's what we make here. We slang it. Well, what I call them the switch boys. We got the switch boys. We got that crash out music here. Okay, so how did you get into music? What first got you into music?
When I was young, I started really with poetry. Then it turned over to me taking music serious over the course of the years of me growing up. So yeah.
Poetry.
Yes.
You're a poet?
It started with me just writing poetry, just writing journals about my life. Just that was a way for me to express myself. So writing was a way for me to express myself emotionally when I was young. So I used that and started taking writing serious with music.
Okay, so what inspires you to start writing poetry? You know, outside of ways of expressing yourself, can you kind of like relate back to the first,
like as who influenced me or who
the event that triggered that first song that you did? Do you remember that? Because event, when most poets, an event or some phenomenon triggered the conversion from the poetry to the music per se. So that's my question. What triggered the conversion? It may not have been an event or like something that happened in your life, but what triggered? What told you, hey, I'm gonna take this poetry thing to the next level?
Yeah, it was a few things other than like traumatic events in life. Just me being around people that did poetry or people that was kind of like poetic in the things that in the way that they spoke. People that influenced me as far as like personal life growing up and the ways that they said things to me is like motivational, poetic in a way. So
okay. So have you I can tell the way you're articulating and the way you're moving. Have you done any spoken word prior to performing?
It's crazy because I actually been thinking about doing it because it's like me going back to my old roots in a way.
Right.
But I haven't really dabbed into it yet, but it's always been a thought of mine.
I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. The music that you currently make, what how do you feel you differ from most artists, as well as what's your creative process on that music?
One thing as far as what I feel like that makes me different is the way like my music, how does it sound, my voice. I feel like I could relate to both men and women. You said like the creativity, like the process. As far as like the process, I have like different ways. It's like the process of me creating my music because I don't really like freestyle, but it's like I do kind of freestyle, but it's like a different way because like my music is how I describe it, melodic R&B or melodic trap, R&B trap type of vibe. So it's like me humming in a way, coming up with like melodies with vocals in a way. So it's like I don't know how to explain it because you gotta like just see me in the act.
What you telling me about it, and I'm like a visual person, and I can actually see, because I was thinking to myself like, I wonder can we get a little sample of that, but I ain't gonna ask you. I like to put people on the spot. I mean, can we get a little sample? But I can see it. I can see it with the spoken word. I can kind of, see when. That's why I asked you about the spoken word, because I could just see that, and it just is. It's funny that that's your creative process, and I was able to see that, just from listening to your music and you talking and how you moving. A lot of artists, and notice I said rap. I didn't say rappers, artists. Because poetry, that's an art within itself.
Yes.
So a lot of artists, they have their different, personality traits, and they have different demeanors. And when they're in and you sitting there in that chair, you can you get a vibe from them. So you cool. The times I've been around you since you've been here, you kind of cool, you kind of laid back. And then you know, the way you're moving, your gestures and stuff. And I could just see when you said the poetry, I could just see, you know, you humming and you just in the booth and you just rocking out to like get a melody together before the 10 a.m. I did music myself. I used to rap back in the day myself. So, you know, I passed the torch to my kid now. But I used to rap back in the day myself, and that was one of the things that I did. So that's probably how I was able to pick it up, because that's something that I did myself. So therefore I know that this gonna be interesting.
Poetry could be a big thing.
Yeah.
In music.
Yeah. Getting to know, you know, it that vocabulary, you know, able to articulate and use specific words and not the same words. You know, that dictionary, you know, that when that dictionary is present, you know, some people, they just have like a small script that they stick through. Most of their songs, they just recycling. And within poetry, you have to have that broad vocabulary, and you have to truly know the meanings of the words to express, for people to feel what you're saying.
Right.
So yeah, I see that melodic, you know, so I can see that R&B trap. I got a few more songs that I want to listen to. I'm looking for that R&B trap. You have a video that I want to play, one of the videos that I like. It just so happened to be your recent release, Boom.
Yeah, Booming. I did that like a month back. That's one of my songs that I did from my Love Me or Hate Me EP.
Okay. So from my perspective, for where you're from, you might not be a slept on artist, but in the South, you're a slept on artist, because I had no idea that you existed. You know, I normally run across, or I hear a name, or because I'm always searching for new music, because I don't like to play the same things on the station. So I'm always searching for new music. When you came to Alabama, you had your stuff together, you was marketing, you did your thing, you was networking, letting everybody know, like, hey, this is I'm 618 Dafff, and you know, I have this, you can listen to this or whatever. And you did your thing. You made sure that people was aware of who you are. And I want to ask you about the impact of the internet, but the personal interactions for you. How is that? Because you appear to be sort of shy in a way, like not talkative. So that personal action, coming here to the city, how does that normally work for you? Are you do you have like a do you just walk up and be like, hey, I'm Dafff? Because you appear to be so shy.
It takes time for me to warm up to things, but yeah. Cause that's the same thing. It's everywhere where I'm at, not just in Alabama. It's just everywhere where I'm at. Cause it's like it takes time for me to warm up. Especially like that's where I came from. Like I used to be shy, cause I could have been took music serious, like when I was younger, like in high school. But I always had the articulate passion, but I never really, you know what I'm saying, took it as serious. I was more so doing sports like basketball and stuff like that. So. As far as like, yeah, like that shy shit, like I had to, you know, really grow up and just, you know what I'm saying, say fuck it and just go out there and do it.
Right. So would your personality being more than reserved personality, how do you feel the impact the internet has impacted the music business, and what's the greater benefit based on your personality for you, with the internet being so heavily influenced on the music industry today?
You said what's the greater impact with internet?
What's the greatest impact for you?
For me?
How do you feel that music have impacted, and then with your personality, what's the greatest impact for you?
My greatest impact, well, for us, the internet, it most definitely helps me with promoting and getting my music out there to like a wider audience, and meet new different people, as far as like connecting with different videographers and engineers and promoters and stuff like that, because I feel like promoting artists relationships are important.
Very.
And as far as like me with my music, I feel like, oh damn, I forgot the other question. What was the second question, my bad?
Well, the reason I'm gonna just kind of like what I see my point of view from, with you being like sort of a reserved person, the internet, from just an observation. I don't know. You can tell me if I'm wrong.
Right.
The internet takes away that awkwardness, that where you have to warm up to people. The internet takes away, because with that being said, there's no personal interaction. You don't have to do that introduction. You could just say boom.
Right.
So,
okay. Well, yeah. The internet makes it easier for me to do that with my music, but at the same time, I also feel like that direct consumer is important too, because like people you may think like I'm just an introverted person, but I also have like extroverted ways. So I call myself an ambivert, really, because it's like I have extroverted ways. I grew up around like a lot of well-spoken, outgoing women and men. So it's like I have both of it. It just takes that time for me to just like warm up to that person or to that environment a little bit. So yeah.
Right. So I get that. I get that. And I know the internet would be like, you'd be like, man, I don't want to say nothing. But then the internet just give you like that extra boost of courage. I mean, what can they do? Leave you on red? Boom. Just go and send it. Right. So yeah.
And it's like now, like the internet is oversaturated. So it's like I want to do more so direct consumer. I want to add that in there too. So
right. Because talking to you last night, I mean, and I had a lot of conversations last night, and I gave you my personal email address.
Right.
So it's the conversation, not saying that it may not be a great conversation with everybody else, but the way that you spoke and your demeanor was definitely business. And there's a lot of artists that don't have that music business aspect about themselves. So I knew if I gave you my personal email address, it was going to be 100% business.
Right.
So how long have you been like touring, rapping, like really taking it serious?
I've been taking music serious for about 4 years now.
Okay. And you've been like touring, like you're doing stuff now?
I've been going out of town. Well, I've been starting to take like going out of town and doing shows since last year, 2023.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. You can tell that you taking it serious. I scanned through some of your videos. You can tell the difference in the involvement of your craft. And that's very important. You haven't really lyrically, you solid, and you true to the person that you begin to be, and that's you started off being, and that's your authentic self. You can tell that you're just being yourself. You're not in front of the camera. I've met artists that come in and on the camera, they just so quiet, and then when the camera turn on, boom, they somebody else. And then it's like, how long can you be somebody else? Right. So, and I like and I respect the fact that you was like, yeah, I'm shy, I'm cool. It take me a minute.
Understand, like I know that I'm shy in ways, but I also get that people tell me that I have like two demeanors, or right, like a
alter ego.
Alter ego. So yeah, I agree with that.
Does your alter ego have a name?
I've thought of that too as well, but it's like I can't really even give them names for real. Cause like when I completely like started taking music serious, like back in 2018, I was going by YL 5900. So I mean, maybe that could be an alter ego, but the sound that I was doing back then, it was kind of, I just said elevated, to be honest.
YL 5900. Yes. Who is YL 5900?
YL stands for Young Legacy.
I like that. So
I'm on a journey right now, so I feel like all this is a journey. Like how Nipsey say a marathon, I say a journey. The journey continues.
Okay, I can see that. YL. Okay, and 618 there. Okay.
And 5900, that represents my city, Madison, Illinois.
And 618.
Yeah, 618, the area code. Southern Illinois area code 618.
That's dope. That's dope right there. That's a dope alter ego.
Dafff. My real name is Dafff. So my name is unique. Growing up, I never really had a nickname.
Right.
Unless people call me D or Dale or Griff, which is my last name, Griffin. But growing up, I never really had a nickname that stuck. But as I got older, you know, transitioned to do music, did a name change from YL 5900. Once I started noticing people was calling me Dafff, you know what I'm saying, just for short for my name, I started like noticing it. Then that's why I'm like, okay, well, let's stick.
Right. Okay. So I you know, just have you, since we talking about it, and I see you was like, yeah, that might be a. So can we expect some alter ego stuff coming from you in the future?
Yeah, most definitely.
Cause I'm definitely interested now. I'm very interested in that, because I would love to hear some of the music that you made prior to the name change.
Right.
Is that on some of that online?
I have some of that. Yes, it's still out there.
And it's under that name? Or?
No, the YL 5900. Yeah, still have my YouTube channel up there and everything.
What? Make sure I get that before I leave. Everybody, I need y'all to go on YouTube and follow this young lady, 618 Dafff. On a lot of her platforms, her name is the exact same thing, so it's not difficult to find her. She has some great music. I want to get into this video that I like that you dropped about a month ago. Booming. It's unique. Your style is very unique, and I want to talk about that after we come back from playing the music.
Boom, 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 booming, the mad booming, booming, the mad booming, second bag, 12 in the mad each and every day, trap, booming, the mad booming, hustle, moving, yeah, what you doing, hustle, moving, I'm getting to it, yeah, booming, the mad booming, yeah, booming, the mad booming, gotta cool it with a cool kick. Probably gon' try me, know you don't want no problems. My city is far from lost, since I lost so many that it's hard for me to cry. I just wanna make it far, I'm feeling like body rich. I don't wanna die young, I'm like what the fuck is up? But I hate so bad and the love so fake, so I'd rather be alone. I done really been far, but I forever remain strong. Push on my own, or I so low, or I'm sliding with my bros. Real one on the side of me, heard they did a robbery. I pull up, you say slide, honestly. Wood 3.5. Pressure, yeah, we high.
No, give me that piece of paper.
But yeah, YL 5900. I got a classic song from that catalog called "Can't Hide No More."
Dang,
that's one of my popular songs from that.
YL
5900.
YL. You got YL 5900.
L like love. L.
Was that YL 5900 we just saw in that video?
Maybe.
608 there. Man, this dope. This dope. Everybody out there listening, man, everybody who watching this live stream, just go check it out. This interview really shows two different. Dang, man, I wish I
pretty much.
Can we pull that video up? Man, it just, yeah. You definitely gonna have to come back. You definitely gonna have to come back, because now I gotta research you. I'm sure I'm having something
at the hotel.
You're gonna have to come back. I got so many questions, because I want to see that alter ego thing for me, man. That just big. It's different. You know, people make the music and say, oh, okay, I got an alter ego. And then you like, but you sound like the same person on both of them.
Right.
Like yours is definitely so, it's different. It's real. It's raw. It's your personality.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
would make it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's I like that. Okay, with you being a 100% independent artist, I always ask artists this question: Are you interested in being signed to a label?
Not really, like, to be honest, no. But at the same time, it's like, if it benefits, you know what I'm saying, me in my situation, maybe if they talking right, because it's like right now, currently, I'm in a distribution deal, so I could say like I'm signed distribution wise, but as far as like really signing a contract, it gotta really like benefit the situation. But most likely, I'll stay independent.
Okay. In the distribution deal, do you have 100% creative process?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a great deal, girl. That's a great deal. That's a great deal, that 100% creative process. Because from what I've seen, and just me and you on last night, not even 12 hours later, you're in the chair. I'm very intrigued. I'm very interested in what I want to get to know more about you. And that what make artists unique. For someone to, that's what the purpose of these interviews are, to just learn something different about the artist, to make you want to go out and figure out who this is. We don't know what to expect for this person. I want to learn about this person. I want to get to know all of these personalities. And everybody got different personalities. Men make jokes all the time about women, about ain't no telling who they gonna get. They got a TikTok going out now where the girl told her guy, called this other person, and he hung up and called her back and asked me the number 4. So it's kind of like just dope like that. And in your music, to play that song we just. Y'all check out this song. I heard it and you guys haven't heard it yet, so I want everybody out there that's listening to be able to understand exactly what we're talking about. I want to play this 10 a.m. by 618 Dafff, so then y'all can understand why we're having this conversation.
Them niggas that love you fake out here for real, no cap. Oh yeah, for real. Gotta get in my bag, I ain't just talking. When they say that they got you, they just talking. I don't know what they talking, need to stop it. I don't know why they hate, go get some money when I just wanna see everybody win. I hope y'all say the same for me too. I damn, I'm back again. I'm real, I ain't scared. I've been through hell and back, I admit it. God be my witness, so Lord, yeah. Gotta remain focused, they might try to hit you. Watch out, little bitch, this my shit. My trust don't know, cause how they did. Keep stacking dick. She keep coming back, cause I'm too real. My love is real, my love for real. But broken words, they hurt like hell, yeah. 10 in the morning, touching good gas, my eyes blurry, my blood is 10 of the day. I guess the pack came in early on the first day. My heart so cold in the worst way. Hey, yeah, I done been through the rain, but I just wanna see better days. Better days. Better days. Better days. Better days, yeah.
Somebody nice on the beats.
My people, shout out to AMP, Amari Parker. He the producer on that track, on that 10 a.m. track. That's my cousin. So yeah, shout out to the family.
Cuz nice with it.
Yeah.
Nice with it.
Shout out to he got a YouTube channel too.
Right here.
AMP PROD AMP.
AMP. Man, he nice. So he did the beats on both of those.
Yeah, he did the beats on some of my songs. He do a lot of beats. Like he be connected with
AMP. We'll get him when she leaves.
He connected with a lot of other producers. Like he do a lot of work with like other southern artists. I know for a fact that.
Yeah, he nice. He nice with it. He complements the two styles very well.
Yeah.
Very well. It makes sense for y'all to be related. It makes sense. Both of they're both. It's you as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to do what you're doing and not even being aware of what you was doing. Like you said earlier, we were talking. You said other people catch it.
Yeah.
You just basically make your music. That takes skill. You got people can't even maintain the one style they trying to.
True. Yeah, people can't even
make
maintain the one style they trying to articulate it.
So in the South, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, everybody, that's not on 618 Dafff. Yeah, we definitely sleeping on her. I have to say myself, I'm definitely Miss Heather, how did I
ended up, when you told me to have him send music, and everything, I kind of just had so much going on, and I finally just threw stuff out there because I've got a group chat with like 26 people in it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I throw stuff in, some of them don't see it, and then they got to go back, and then I've got to find it and toss it out there. And it's easier now with that group chat because I have two, one for whatever shows I'm putting on, and then one for just general artists that I like that I need to give information to, like, hey, don't worry with these people. They're just trying to con you out of money.
Right.
And so, yeah, I keep receipts.
Right. Hey, shout out to Twisted for letting you know, because people getting ripped out here for him. She's not. She's a great she's a great person to have in your corner. Shout out to you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
ever
are
since
a great person.
ever since I linked up with Heather and Tash, I just met them this year, so she didn't really know nothing about me neither until I reached out and linked up with her on some shows, and from there it's just been
just all love,
rocking together like that.
Man, I'm so glad that you came down. You were able to come down to show love, support for Task, and it's important for you guys to support each other like y'all doing or whatever. When I was saying that I wanted to get Task, it was only right that I got to know a little bit more about you after I heard the movie. I don't think you really expected, that you was gonna be in front of this camera.
I appreciate it though.
But yeah, after hearing the music, it's definitely 100% worth the sit down, and the conversation was great. So, and a lot of people we are visual people.
Mm-hmm.
And humans, we're visual people. We see people and we may look at you and be like, oh, okay, you look like a hooper. You look like you hoop. So like, yeah, man, she look like a hooper. What kind of music she playing? But man, it's deeper. It's layers to this. It's deeper, and it's some real, real nice music behind you. So with that being said, I want you, tell us what you got coming up next before we give everybody your socials.
Most definitely I got some projects, some singles dropping, but right now the main project I'm working on is this EP. It's called LSD, Love, Scars, and Drugs. I'm gonna be dropping that on all platforms this coming. I'm gonna try to do it before the summer or around the summertime. Other than that, some shows. I got three different tours in process, and I have to process and book those shows. But yeah, I got some shows lined up as well.
That's what's up. Tell everybody where they can find your music and give them your social so they can follow you, keep updates.
You can pretty much catch me on all platforms at 618 Dafff. That's 618 DAFFF. Facebook is Dafff DAFF DAFF, because Facebook on some bitch ass shit, and they ain't gonna let me put my artist name like how I really want, with the numbers on there. So yeah, fuck you, Mark. So yeah, pretty much everything else is, like I said, 618 Dafff on all platforms. Catch me, check me out, show love, show support, Queen of Melodic Rap. You know what I'm saying? 618 Dafff in the building.
Okay, and one last thing. If you can give one golden nugget, one piece of advice to an artist out there today that's listening, what would it be?
Don't be afraid of no. because if you're gonna take this shit serious, you're gonna come across a lot of people trying to tell you no, or a lot of people that's gonna try to discourage you from what you're trying to do, or you're just gonna have a lot of people that probably tried to do this shit and you know what I'm saying, gonna try to just tell you like, oh, that ain't gonna work, or oh, you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get around some people that, you know what I'm saying, really fuck with you. Get you some people that, you know what I'm saying, that's really on some positive shit, and, you know, rock with them people, because just because somebody say no the first time, that don't mean you should stop. Like, you gotta keep going. If this is something you really want to do, because like at the end of the day, artists gotta know, like, you can have fun with it, you can travel, you can make money, but it's a business.
Right.
And like the real world, like if you don't know what the fuck going on, they're gonna eat you up and, you know what I'm saying, swallow you up and spit you out. For real.
And so what? Thank you, 618 Dafff, for coming in and having a seat and talking to us.
I
And
appreciate it.
right, I definitely, if you're in the area, anything, make sure you always hit me up when you drop that project. YL 500.
Nah, that ain't gonna be no project. That was just what I used to go by. But the new project that I'm gonna be dropping is LSD.
LSD.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do that versus YL 5900 versus 618 Dafff.
It's in my notepad. It's actually in my notepad. It's something like that.
That's
like
that
an alter
project.
ego.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that project. Yeah.
Yeah. It's most definitely in my notepad.
That's one. I'm definitely gonna be, keeping up with what you got going on when you drop the new project. You have my email address. Make sure you send it in. When you drop that alter ego with that I see a mini series with that. So when you drop that mini series, I see that on down the line. I don't see it in the near future. Yeah. Cause I see it, it's there. It's there. I don't see you as an artist that's, they're gonna be gone tomorrow or a year or whatever. I see a artist in the future. So when you drop that project, hit me up with it. I want to watch the visual. Actually, we can get us a nice 20 minutes, a little mini film. I see. See, you got it already in your notebook. I'm just reading your mind. I can a person can see greatness. They're just like when people scouts, when they go out and find players for a team.
Right.
You gotta see this person develop what this person can develop into before you offer them $4 million. True. So I see the process. I see it's an initial investment that's worth it. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. When you get to the project, just hit me up with it so I can put it in rotation, because it's there. Your new project. Please make sure that you send us some of that. Your music is great. You did send me some more. I'm gonna get some more of it uploaded on the station. So when you got something that you're working on, send it in. If you know other artists that got good music, don't give them the email address I gave you.
Them gonna send them your way.
Send them that link tree though. Don't send, because I had an email address. I actually had to change the email address because people just started giving it out. So
you got a radio link, send a radio link.
Yeah, we got a link tree. So just before you leave, I give that link tree. Thanks for stopping by and sitting down with me and chopping it up.
Most definitely. I appreciate y'all for having me. Shout out to Pressure 23 Radio.
Pressure 23, you guys out there that's listening and understanding my voice, go to YouTube and follow 618 Dafff, DAFF. I'm kind of tempted to ask what the 3 F stand for, but I'm gonna just let her make it. Does it stand for anything?
It do.
And tell it to us on the way out.
The last F, because it's like, for one, when I did the name change, I couldn't just have my name as Dafff, because it's a whole nother artist that actually has the name in Europe that's under Dafff. And so I couldn't use that. So I put the number in front of there, 618 Dafff. And then for the last F, that's for the fuck motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? The fuck bitches out there that don't, that don't understand. They they try to misunderstand.
You know what? I'm glad I asked that. Thanks for coming in. And that last F is But fuck you motherfuckers. And she don't give a fuck if you don't understand.
Pretty much.
We
But
out.
you gonna understand.